Hey everyone! Today I am back doing another video. This video is going to be a book review on this book right here. This is called Finding Me by Michelle Knight. Now for those of you that don't know Michelle Knight, she was part of the Cleveland kidnappings. Her along with two other girls were kidnapped and they were rescued back in 2013. Now this book is just kind of like an autobiography. Michelle just talks about the kidnapping, and she also goes in the beginning a little bit about her childhood, things like that, and then also after she gets rescued from the kidnapping later on in the book. So to go on a little bit of more background about Michelle, she was kidnapped in 2002, and like I said, she was rescued in 2013 along with two other girls. The two other girls were Amanda and Gina. Amanda was kidnapped a year after Michelle was kidnapped, and then Gina was kidnapped 2 years after Michelle was kidnapped. So Michelle was the first girl to be kidnapped, and she was there the longest. From the beginning of the book, Michelle talks a little bit about her childhood, which really wasn't that great of a childhood. In Michelle's childhood, she talks about how her and her family were homeless, lived in not so great neighborhoods, and she was also sexually assaulted by a family member. And with all of these problems going on, like in her childhood with her family and the sexual assault from the family member, this caused her to run away, which led her to being homeless again. So that's just kind of a little bit of her talking about her childhood, and then she goes into a little bit more when she gets older and she ends up having a son, and she talks about all the things dealing with that. She had some custody issues. I can't really remember what they were about. I think it was more of like not being a fit mother. I can't really remember, but she talks a little bit about that, and then that leads into her being kidnapped. So obviously when Michelle was kidnapped, she was not in a great environment. She wasn't treated very good by Ariel Castro. That was the kidnapper of Michelle, Amanda and Gina. Michelle talks a little bit about her experiences there, how Ariel treated her along with the other girls. Michelle talks about how she, out of the three girls, was the one to be physically, mentally, and verbally abused. I don't want to give too much away of this book and what she goes into, but that she just kind of describes the life of her, Amanda and Gina, throughout their kidnapping. She goes into how they were kidnapped, things like that. And also included in this book are some pictures of Michelle before and after the kidnapping when she was a bit younger, and also what she was doing with her life after she was rescued. Also included in those pictures are pictures of Ariel Castro's house, where the girls were kept within his house, and it was just terrible looking at those pictures. Like, it just gives me like such a sick feeling that him and just anyone in general that's ever kidnapped someone is it's just terrible. Also from reading this book, like, it's so sad, everything that Michelle's been through with the kidnapping, and also even before that, everything she went through in her childhood. But what amazes me about Michelle is she just keeps such a positive attitude. She kind of talks about that a little bit within this book. She, no matter what she's been through in her life, she would never let any of that break her or put her down, and I just love her attitude. I just feel like she makes me want to be a better person almost about anything you're dealing with in life. You don't have to have anything break you, no matter how bad it may be. It's one thing I really like about Michelle. I just think she is such a strong and inspirational person, and I feel like a lot of people can learn a lot of things from her, and also learn a lot of things from reading this book. So yeah, that's kind of my review on Finding Me by Michelle Knight. But also to keep in mind, while she's talking about her kidnapping and the things she went through, it may be a bit graphic, so that's something to keep in mind. But other than that, I think this is such an amazing book, and even though it talks about all the horrible things that went on in Michelle's life, I really feel like you could learn something from this in some way just because of her positive attitude. But yeah, I just really enjoyed this book, so if you're looking for a new read, I would definitely check this one out. Alright everybody, so that is it for this book review on Michelle Knight's book Finding Me. I really hope you all enjoyed this book review. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to a few of my new subscribers today. Shania V, Katie M, Meow Sorry, Olivia M, Samantha H, and Nicole Official. I want to say hi to you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to me and watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and I really hope you all enjoyed this book review. Alright everybody, so that is it for this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.